Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about some of my sensitive aspects of being bipolar and something that has actually plagued me throughout my life. And that would be something that I don't have to be in an episode, mania or depression or any episode. It pretty much plagues me regardless. I mean, sure, it'd be more intense if I was in a raging episode, but it has plagued me throughout my life. And that would be excessive talking, loud talking, excessive talking, and what happens when I do that. And that is often, very often, people will say, "Do you ever stop talking? Can you lower your voice? You talk so loud." And though you would think that I would be able to desensitize myself to this, I can't. My brain is just so hurt every time I hear a person say that. It's crazy. And I really don't have a lot of control over it, even though I've tried over and over and over throughout the years. So for many years, I tried to blame it on my mother, who was 90 and or 80 and then 85 and 90, tried to say that she couldn't hear me and that's the reason I had to talk so loud. But then, well, that excuse died down, and so I had to learn ways in which to make my family and friends have ways to cope with my weaknesses, and it's a weakness. So what I discovered that worked for me and them, and we were both going to be able to be happy from it, is that they needed to be able to throw me off course. For instance, let's say I get talking on a tangent, and I frequently will begin on a subject and I'll go off subject and go on a different one and off and off. And in my mind, I'll always circle back, but my mind doesn't always realize that the other person is not able to stay for that whole length of time, which who wants to? Most people don't want to stay that whole length of time. My mind could stay, which is crazy. I would even listen to another person with bipolar disorder, and I'd sit there just going, but people that don't have bipolar disorder really don't have the tolerance, and I don't expect them to. So I learned a way that was really good. So what I told my family and friends was, you need to throw me off course, but you need to be convincing. And I'm going to give you a pass. It was on me. You have a pass to create a little white lie that's harmless, both karmically and otherwise, where, you can say something like, "Oh, Christine, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but did you hear about ... They can fill in whatever they want as long as it's, harmless, and, it can be whatever, and throw me off." And though it sounds really simple, and if I'm telling them to do it, it sounds like, well, if she's telling them, she knows. In the midst of my disorder and illness, I am not thinking about that pass I gave them. Perhaps I am, actually. Perhaps I am thinking about it, but perhaps my subconscious is also thinking about the fact that they are being considerate enough to use what I've suggested, and that in itself is a kindness and an act of compassion, which I'm very grateful for. So it's a win-win for both of us. So I don't know if that would work for any of you, or if any of you other bipolar disorder soldiers out there have experienced this same phenomenon with your family or loved ones, maybe try this and see if it works for you. And it makes us a little bit less of a pain in the ass, and it also gives us more coping skills. So that is it for today's short video. I am going to be including another video today on other coping skills. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Please leave a comment and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.